What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel in 2023. It's Joe Gorchie here from Poppy Breakdowns, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down a Billie Eilish Ocean Eyes type beat. Great news for you Logic users today, this beat is made entirely out of Logic stock instruments. So this is a beat that you can easily create for yourself without any third-party plugins and software that you may not have. So if you are new to this channel, smash the subscribe button right now, as is the best way to support the channel. We met our target of 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and now we're going to try and get this channel to 200 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. But let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into this production. Okay, so we are now in Logic, and there is 5 elements to this production that I want to run you through and also show you the order that I made this beat, because I always find that very helpful to anyone wanting to make beats actually who wonder what order did I actually put this in, because it's very easy to say, oh, I just built this production from the ground up. But yes, but what did you start with? What was your primary source of inspiration? And so we're going to start with the keys, because this is where I started this production. For those of you who don't know Billie Eilish's Ocean Eyes, this was actually made originally with Logic stock plugins. You can even download the Billie Eilish production. I might break down in another video, but that means that you get access to the exact sounds from the actual original production produced by Phineas. And we start today with the dark pad, which is genuinely the pad which is on the original Ocean Eyes track. As you can hear, I played something in which sounds very similar but different. I decided to go with a C, G, D, E minor in the key of G major, for those of you who are wanting to know what the key of the song is, with a BPM of 77. Now, the dark pad you can find if we go into the top corner here into our Logic presets, and if you go onto pad and then dark pad, you will see that it appears in the sound library, and straight out the tin it sounds great. So I just recorded some chords in, and I laid that with a classic pad because I wanted some sort of a development after an intro. So this is the classic pad, which again is a preset in the classics section. Classic pad, you can see there, and it just adds a little lift, a little bit more mid to it, which I think complements that first texture very well. And the only other thing I added for a lift in the choruses is this dark swell pad, and this completed the whole key section. The dark swell pad, by the way, is a retro synth preset in the pad. So you go into synth pad and you can see it right there, dark swell pad. And I think these three together, you've got something that covers the low, something that covers the mid, and something that covers the high. So the low, the highs, and the mids. And you put it all together, you get a really nice complete sound. All I did to create a little bit of separation for when someone might want to record their vocals over is I've done a chorus effects with it 56% mixed with the ratio all the way down, so you don't get any of that modulated sound tarnishing the sound that you've tried so hard to try and get. So that is literally just the keys. I keep it very repetitive on here for beats that I normally upload onto my channel. So now moving on to the drums, let's quickly play the drums, see what they sound like. For this, all I've used is the Drum Machine Designer, so I could custom pick my own elements. I've got the Atlanta Kick 1, the Rim Crate Digger, and the Shaker Analog Circuits. These are all, again, can be found in Logic, so you don't have to worry about not being able to get these sounds. And it's just a simple beat, kind of similar to Ocean Eyes. But one thing I added was, on the snare, I wanted a little bit of bounce, so you can hear that tailing off decay. And that is just the delay designer. And I've gone for a preset, the falling pattern, which is a complex preset in the delay. So when you put that all together with the keys, you get something that starts to sound a lot more complete already. So let's play these all together, see what that sounds like. The next thing we're missing is the bass. So again, in another track stack, I've done the bass and the muted bass, 2 presets you can find in Logic, of course. So for the muted bass, you can see it is in bass and then muted bass. And then as for the 808 bass, this again is a preset in the synth bass part, where you can see 808 is right there. So with these two together, you get this really nice low, sort of subby yet very subtle bass. Nice. And then that was it really, and that creates a really nice bounce in the low end, which you can hear. Now the next thing that I needed to add now, mainly to scatter throughout the whole of the song, is the pads, because this is a very ambient track, so you can hear this wall of pads that I've built up doing different articulations. So just to break it down, the first two pads I did was the Airways pads. I love these. I use these on a lot of things, and you've probably seen these in a lot of other videos if you've been to this channel before. And the Airways, again, is just a pad in the presets. Again, always going to your top corner here, going on to synths, go on to synth pads, and then the Airways is right at the top there. So that was cool. And then I also use analog waves again, and breathy vox, chill out, cloud shimmer. All of these are found in the pad section of the presets, so you can find all of these. Let's have a listen to these by themselves. This one I wanted a little bit more low end to add to the track, because Billie Eilish tracks, they sound very sort of delicate, especially for Ocean Eyes, but there's that sort of like dark, sort of lower bassy element, so I wanted to add some lower pads to complement that, and then some breathy vox for that sort of chill, airy ambience. Just the variations of the G chord on different octaves. Very simple, nothing complex going on here. Then I wanted something a little bit more dirty to add to the track, which is when I added the chill out in. Let's have a listen to this. I won't say more dirty actually, but it sounds kind of out of place. I wanted something to sort of cut through in the mix, and if you listen to everything together, you can really hear this cuts through really well. Let's do the keys. It sort of jumps forward in the mix, and it's just playing the chords. So again, it's simple, but I just wanted something like that to add something extra to the production. And the last thing I got is the cloud shimmer, and I love these because there is a lot of movement, and I feel like I wanted a pad with movement to make the production more interesting and sort of a bit more free flowing. So this is the cloud shimmer. Really nice, white noisy, with some ascending. Just like delicate little high-pitched flutters in the background, and it just completes the whole song altogether. Again, like the structure-wise, before I play it, is pretty simple as well. Like, there's a lot of sort of changing the dynamics constantly with some additions later on in the track. But when you put it all together, again, this is my Billie Eilish Ocean Eyes type beat. Enjoy. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the first video back in 2023, and if you did, smash the subscribe button, as it's the best way to support the channel, and let me know in the comments below what other pop beats you want me to create and then do a breakdown of as well for future videos. Yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there, so keep making music, and I will see you in the next video.